If you are staying home from work this morning because you've called in sick, there's a good chance you wrestled with that decision, wondering if you really should have taken the day off.
Well, you're not alone. Feeling guilty about calling in sick is more common than you think, and it's all tied to something experts call the sick tax, an unspoken pressure forcing workers into the office even when they should be resting at home. For more, Natasha Hawker, founder of Employee Matters, joins us now live. So how does the sick tax work?
Well, the sick tax is where people are feeling either they're going to be criticised or penalised for not coming to work when they're sick. So they actually turn up when they should be staying at home. And the reality is, if you are sick, you and your germs should probably stay at home.
Yeah, the whole soldier on thing is kind of old now, isn't it?
It is. And, you know, that was a very famous ad in the 80s. And I think, though, there is still a bit of an unspoken rule where we feel like we should turn up for work. I think it's been exacerbated, though, Nat, by the fact that we work in a hybrid format often now. So if people are sick on their days that they would normally attend the office, that looks worse if they're actually off sick on that day. And the reality is we have sick leave for a reason. It is quite normal to get sick.
Yeah, and what rights do employees have when it comes to sick leave?
So every permanent full-time employee is entitled to 10 days sick leave, or what we refer to more commonly as personal leave. That's prorated if you're a part-timer. If you're a casual, you're not entitled to it. And those days should be taken so that you can get yourself well and get yourself back into the office and then performing at that full level. What we have seen is that there have been organisations where 10 employees, someone comes in sick, wipes the entire office out for weeks.
Yeah.
And you've got to imagine what that does to productivity.
Yeah, so how do you navigate it if you're the person sick, but also if you are in a workplace and people keep coming in, you know, coughing all over the place, and it's affecting people?
Yes, I think there's two things there. One is I think that it's really important to actually call your boss if you're off sick rather than text. Have a conversation with them. People do expect you to be sick, but let them know so that they can plan the resourcing and what cover they're going to have. In terms of how you feel about it, I think we need to lead by example. So it needs to be an unspoken, or rather now a spoken rule, that it's actually okay to be sick. And leaders need to be sick. You know, it's normal.
Yeah, and also take that pressure down in the office too and say, hey, guys, it's okay. If you're sick, you're sick. You know, obviously don't take advantage of it, but if you're sick, don't come in. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it.